know. You have a habit of not checking your phone until noon. You keep it in a separate location.
So it's not going to work for everybody's job, but man, if you can do it, it makes a big difference. So I have a home office, so I wake up and take a shower and get ready, grab a glass of water, and then leave my phone in another room until lunch each day. And that just gives me a block of 3 or 4 hours where I can work on my own agenda rather than having everybody else's agenda kind of creep in. And what's similar to kind of the story about drinking water versus Coke or that cafeteria change, I kind of have something else happen like that for me where I'm like everybody else. If my phone is next to me, I'll check it every 3 seconds, right? But if I leave it in another room, it's only 45 seconds away, but I never go get it. And so I'm like, well, did I want it or not? And in a sense, I wanted it because I would check it all the time if it was next to me. But in another sense, I never wanted it bad enough to work for a minute to go get it. And I think that is somewhat indicative of the role that technology is playing in our lives. It has made so many actions so convenient, frictionless, easy to do, that we will act on them on our slightest whim or the smallest hint of boredom. You're standing in line for 10 seconds and you pull your phone out and check Instagram. And there's something about actions that are that frictionless that I don't know is productive or healthy for us in the long run. Because what surprises me is if I leave my phone in the other room, I'll do actually some of the hard work. I'll write an article or work on a book chapter or whatever. And it's like, I did actually want to do those things. Sometimes you think, oh, I must not actually want to do it because I never make time for it. Right. But I think if you're just surrounded by options that are that frictionless, you never give yourself a chance for that little hint of boredom to rise for 10 seconds and fall and pass, and then you get back to the work that matters. Because you always have something to act on with that smallest change in how you feel. So removing those little options, I think, can help actually let you get into the deeper work. It's like if you remove the mental candy from your environment, it becomes easier to eat the healthy stuff. And you need to do that not only for your actual diet, but also for your information diet.
I mean, could someone having their phone in the room keep them from greatness? I mean, is it really that serious?
Yeah, I don't know. Like it sounds extreme to say that, but the same way that we said earlier, those little 1% choices actually do add up and compound each day. To a certain degree, I think that is probably true, right? Like it sounds extreme to say that your phone would hold you back from greatness, but I don't know that it sounds extreme to say that distractions will hold you back. That the person who gets distracted more frequently is less likely to achieve their potential than the person who stays focused. That sounds right. Yeah. And if your phone is the biggest distraction in your life, or the biggest source of distractions, then yeah, it seems like that probably does play a significant role in some way.
Yeah, not only is it a distraction, whereas on the savannah it might have been a monkey or an insect or something, now it's like got $1 trillion worth of technology on there by the greatest in the world that are now knowing how to distract you better than any clown in a circus or any kind of a whatever. I mean, that's hard to fight against.
Yeah, and I don't think that the people who work at those companies are necessarily like vindictive or have it out for you or anything, but it's the natural incentive of capitalism. What are they trying to do? They're trying to create the most engaging product possible because products that are engaging and exciting and interesting to use get used more, and they make more money and they're more successful businesses. And so they just go to work each day and try to create a more engaging product. But the net effect of that on you as the user is, wow, now all of a sudden I have 15 apps on here that all, a game, a social media application, email, whatever, are interesting or have some reason for me to use them. And it's very easy for me to get sucked in again and again and again because that's exactly what they're designed for.
Yeah, it's an attention economy now, and if they can take a minute of your time, they monetize that. So, yeah, I'm not sure it's vindictive, but they're trying to literally take your time from you if you don't.
There's an unintended consequence, which is you lose control of your time, and that is very productive for the companies, but unproductive for you. And anyway, so to wrap up this make it obvious point and the environment design impact. I think you can just say if you want a habit to be a big part of your life, make it a big part of your environment. Have the cues in a prevalent place, whether that's physical or digital. And similarly, if you want to reduce the impact a habit has, make it a smaller part of your environment. Reduce exposure. If you don't want to spend as much money on online shopping, unsubscribe from emails from Nordstrom and J.Crew, and don't follow fashion bloggers on Instagram and so on. If you want to spend less money on electronics, then don't watch unboxing videos on YouTube and follow the latest tech review blogs and so on. And so it's The more that you can reduce those cues, the less likely it is that the habits will arise.